Please help the group by subscribing. Direct replacement for the Model C. The Model D was the first Innocenti scooter to be manufactured outside of Italy, as the license was sold in Europe, Asia, and South America. The Model D had a revised steel tubular frame that had been lengthened to make way for new suspension and other small updates. The basic layout of the Model C was kept, with a fuel tank under the front seat and a toolbox at the rear of the bike. The front suspension tubes were fully enclosed to hide the spring suspension and hermetically sealed in oil to protect from corrosion. Rear suspension was provided by torsion bar that attached to the engine and frame, with the engine pivoted at the front and being used as a swing arm. 3. Early engine mounts, 1951 to mid-1952, were just bearings. In mid-1952 they were changed to silent blocks to help reduce vibration. A headlamp was attached to the front of the frame, with underneath the bicycle-styled chrome steel handlebars. A round brake light was attached at the rear of the bike just above the number plate. Brakes were provided by aluminium finned drums, with the front being cable-operated and the rear rod-operated by a pedal located on the right floor panel. The tires were 4.00*8, came out of the factory, provided by Italian manufacturers Pirelli or CEAT. Later versions included adjustable aluminium handlebars, plastic levers, lock for toolbox lid, ivory, and later white plastic light switch, provisions for a rear damper to be fitted, and grab handles on the rear saddle. Engine and transmission. The 123 cubic centimeters engine and transmission was upgraded and simplified in an attempt to improve reliability as well as improving the ride of the scooter. The top end kept the same construction, with the cylinder made of cast iron and head aluminium, but the cooling system was enlarged to make the bike more reliable in heat and under strain. The new carburetor was a Del Auto MA18. The transmission provided by a 3-speed gearbox and was shaft-driven. The exhaust was revised to reduce noise and vibration. In 1954, due to demand from the public for a larger engine, the Model D 150 was announced with a 148 cubic centimeters engine. The overall top speed was improved slightly, but the main area of improvement was in torque and gear ratios to make the ride smoother and to help the scooter make it up mountain passes. Electrics. The electrics on a Model D were basic, the ignition being provided by contact points, and the lights and horn were provided by 6-volt electrics. Later models could have an electric start fitted as an extra, controlled by a small plastic lever on the handlebars. Paint and finish. The 125D came in 3 Leclerc system body colors: olive green 8021, light chamois 8055 and sand beige 8029. Engine and frame were painted in aluminium Fiat 690. Early saddles were brown imitation leather, but in 1954 the color was changed to green. The 150D came in 2 colors: sand beige 8029 and a few examples from 1956 came in light gray 8012. Engine and frame were once again painted in aluminium Fiat 690 LD design. Lambretta Model LD. Lambretta LD 125, 1956, 201202211.jpg. Lambretta Model LD 125. Manufacturer Lambretta. Parent company Innocenti. Production 125 LD, 1951 to 1958. 150 LD, 1954 to 1958. Predecessor Model C. Successor Lee Series 1. Class scooter. Engine 125 LD, 123 cubic centimeters, 7.5 cu in, direct air-cooled, 2-stroke single-cylinder. 150 LD, 148 cubic centimeters, 9.0 cu in, direct air-cooled, 2-stroke single-cylinder. Bore stroke. 125 LD, 52 mm x 58 mm, 2.0 in x 2.3 in. 150 LD, 57 mm x 58 mm, 2.2 in x 2.3 in. Compression ratio 1 minute and 6.5 seconds. Top speed. 125 LD, 47 miles per hour, 76 km/h, at 600 rpm. 150 LD, 55 miles per hour, 89 kilometers per hour, at 800 RPM. Power. 125 LD, 5 horsepower, 3.7 kilowatts. 150 LD, 6 horsepower, 4.5 kilowatts. Ignition type points ignition system. Transmission 3-speed handlebar twist grip, shaft drive. Frame type steel tubular frame. Suspension. Front, spring suspension. Rear, torsion bar. Brakes. Front, finned aluminium drum brakes. Rear, finned aluminium drum brakes. Tires 4.00 by 8. Dimensions L, 1770 mm, 70 in. W, 740 mm, 29 in. H, 960 mm, 38 in. Weight. 125 LD, 85 kilograms, 187 pounds. 150 LD, 88 kilograms, 194 pounds. Dry. Fuel capacity 5.6 plus 0.7 L, 1.23 plus 0.15 imp gal, 1.48 plus 0.18 US gal. Fuel consumption 141 miles per gallon imp, 2.00 L 100 km, 117 miles per gallon US. The Lambretta LD was launched as a direct replacement for the LC luxury models of Lambretta and was essentially a Model D with leg shields, running boards, and side panels to provide improved protection from weather and the dirty components of the scooter. Frame and body. The LD was almost exactly the same as the Model D in frame and engine. The body leg shields, horncast, running boards, and side